Well, that was an absolutely brilliant victory that almost certainly secures our status in the Premier League for next season. And another clean sheet as well, which I think is one of the most impressing things recently. Perhaps even more important. Well, it might be a silly thing to say that it's more important than the victories, but of course, getting clean sheets as well and tightening up that defence, which I think has definitely really improved since Dawson came in January. He's been a stellar signing. Yeah, that defence has really improved, and probably one of our main reasons why we've been able to get out of this mess that we put ourselves into in the first place. But yeah, brilliant 3 points, a crucial 3 points as well, especially after the disappointing performance against Leicester at the weekend, where just to think now, if we won that game as well, we would have been on 40 points right now, and we would have been in an even stronger position than we are now. But even so, to put that behind us, and I think that shows the mentality shift, the serious mentality shift of the team post Lopetegui coming to the club. I think that's one of the main things that he's instilled into the team. A team that was really underperforming and had a real serious lack of work ethic, I guess you could say. And to come off such a disappointing performance, and especially to such a disappointing second half where we really threw away a good result we had away, a tough place to go, like the King Power, but I felt like we really could have and should have won that game based on our first part of performance, or at least got a point out of that. But yeah, we moved on from that game, and I think the quick turnaround as well to the game tonight really helped as well. Not too much time to dwell on it, but at the same time as well, just got on with the job, got the 3 points, and now we're sitting pretty, 9 points clear of the bottom three now, really in the side position. Final 5 games, now we have a run to the end of the season against some real quality teams, which I think can be more of a good thing than a bad thing, because if you look at the way we played against Brentford recently and against Chelsea, although admittedly Chelsea aren't doing as well, but Brentford in particular, who are having a brilliant season, probably one of the best seasons in their entire history, and they're fighting for Europe. They're up there. We've got Brighton on Saturday as well, another similar team who are up there having an absolutely amazing season, one of the best in their history as well, fighting for Europe. And I think that will definitely help us, because now we're in a strong position, 9 points clear of the bottom three. We can go to these teams, especially Brighton away, which is such a tough place to go, and not many teams have won there this season. I think you can only count a handful of teams that have gone there and got a result. Really tough place to go. So I'm not expecting. I am expecting something out of the game, because I feel like we can take that confidence now from this win and from the position we are in to go into that game now and get a positive result. But of course, if things don't go our way against Brighton, then we can breathe a little easier, because we have given ourselves a bit of momentum now, I guess you could say, with those with 3 wins in our last 4. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited now to look forward to the end of the season, and just see how we go, because it's a stark contrast to last season as well. Because I remember around this time last season we played Brighton at home, and obviously last season, the first half of last season was completely different to the first half of this season, of course. and it was about that time where I think we'd just beaten Villa at home, and we had Brighton at home, and I think they had a strong finish to last season as well, and they've just carried that momentum on with the end of Potter, and then the start since De Zerbi's come in as well. Yeah, it was probably one of the worst ever home performances. Certainly the worst home performance that we put out in a good few years. So it's definitely a stark contrast to last season, in the sense that we seem to be finishing a lot stronger and getting a lot more points on the board. Obviously, of course, we're in a lot more need to get points on the board rather than last season, because last season we were comfortably mid-table. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it now at the end of the season, and see where Lopetegui can take us from the summer onwards and into next season now. Yeah, brilliant win. It was nerve-wracking. It's definitely nerve-wracking in the second half, but again, defensively, absolutely solid in the second half. And apart from a couple of scares from Palace, I thought we barely gave them the sniff, really. So, yeah, solid defensive performance, and we got the 3 points, which was two very, very important things. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.